here with Sacred Insights 101. Welcome to the readings for the first half of 2019. I've been thinking about doing these back since early December, and sort of that next wave of ascension really hit me hard. I was in so much physical pain for the collective. Part of my gift is healing for the collective, and man, it was I just leveled. So I got the December readings came out very late. The January readings weren't until the 1st. It was all I could do, you guys. But I was thinking about you like I do every day. So I want to let you know that the December readings very much have a feel of messages for you for the year of 2019 as well. So the December readings and actually the January readings also feel, I went back and looked at some of those, and I could tell when I was doing them that this is partly for the year. If your reading doesn't resonate with you, be sure to look at your rising sign, your moon sign. That might be sort of where you are at that time, and the message there may be really helpful for you. So I'm using 5 decks for this YouTube and 5 decks for the extended version, and we're just covering the first half of the year. I asked Spirit to create a reading so that you would be able to help yourself, help make the world a better place, and also have be able to come back here anytime you need some support. So that's what they did. I love you guys. Let's get started. Hey Pisces, Cindy here, ready to do your reading for the first half of 2019. The very first card that we get is from Horus. We've gotten him before, I think. Horus is saying that what you think about and what you dream about, let's see, what does he say? Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Boy, that's true. Miraculous changes are occurring. Your thoughts are powerful. So it's a little bit like the law of attraction is what's coming in. The law of attraction is what's coming in with this. Your thoughts are what creates the life that you have. Your thoughts invoke emotions, and the emotions, your thoughts are magnetic, the emotions resonate, and that's what brings life, circumstances to you. Miraculous changes are occurring. So be mindful of your thoughts the first half of the year, because he's saying that they're very connected with Pisces. Things will be occurring in the first half of the year. We're also getting Raziel is bringing you esoteric information, understanding, downloads, how, the laws of the universe is coming up right next to him. And I think that's where I was getting the law of attraction. It's like there's this level of understanding. Now Pisces, we're no stranger to understanding the law of attraction. If you watch my channel, you're well familiar with this. So just know that the energy of this reading is very light. It's more like a reminder, where sometimes Pisces can get caught up in other things, other people, because, for some of you, if you're powerful empaths and the world is just kind of a little bit crazy right now with the governments and everything, it can be easy to sort of get sidetracked. And so it's a bit of a reminder that be mindful of where you put your focus, because that's what creates your life and the world circumstances, but your life as well. So it's just a bit of a reminder. Be mindful of what you focus on, because that's what creates your experiences. That's what he wants to say. We also get the green Tara coming in again. I believe she's come in for us too before, talking about supreme protection from negative energies wanting to be around, being mindful that as empaths, we don't spend too much time focusing on negative energies. And so she's just kind of here. Again, this is very light. She's here to say that she's still with us, protecting us from lower energies, cutting cords, sending them to Spirit or to Mother Earth, keeping us safe. And the main part of this card, she wants to say, is to trust. It says move beyond limitation. So if any of you are feeling like, maybe remnants of the energy of lack, is what it feels like. Pisces have been through a lot. We've spent a lot of time healing, growing, expanding, understanding these kinds of spiritual laws, practicing. And so this is more about, moving beyond limitation, but it really feels like it's just sort of those last little sort of remnants. So trust is the biggest message of this card, is to trust yourself and trust Spirit. And trust that she is still with you, protecting you from lower energies. The next card that we get is to detach from drama. And this feels like, this is a 6-month reading. But this is saying that anytime you catch yourself, so again, just sort of being mindful of your thoughts and where your focus is. Anytime you catch yourself, detach from the drama with compassion, understanding that everyone is doing the best they can, spiritual understanding, and the law of attraction. Everyone is doing the very best they can in every moment, but that doesn't mean that you have to keep your focus there and spend time there trying to heal everybody. It's not about that. You heal more people when you focus on positive, wonderful things, then resonate that. Then that's what people around you can pick up on. So as soon as you hold drama and the people involved in drama with compassion, that's where you can make some changes with very little effort because it's law. Does that make sense? So be mindful of focusing on positive things. It's time to prioritize your higher self, not the drama and trying to heal people who are in drama, but focusing on yourself, prioritizing your higher self. And St. Agnes comes in to say don't compromise. And what she's saying is don't compromise because you don't have to. You do not have to compromise on what you're wanting, what you want to focus on, what your higher self wants for you in terms of following your purpose, being loving, compassionate, being healers. Focusing on those sorts of things, prioritizing you and your higher self and not compromising on that because you don't have to. Especially here in 2019, the energy of this year is fantastic. It's just fantastic. So in this first half of the year, you're just sort of, it's like these remnants, it's like these last little leftovers of detaching from drama. It's that we've had a lot of practice. We've had a lot of practice. We've had a lot of practice with all this. And so they're just saying, here in the first half of the year, just be mindful and see how fast you can do it. Get curious to see at this point, how fast can you detach from the drama? You know you can. How fast can you do it? From a loving place. Like, okay, to each his own, do your thing. But I'm going to go over here. Do what you got to do. I'm going over here. You don't have to compromise. So let's get curious this first half of the year to see how fast we can get away from drama and focus on and think about what we really want for ourselves and for the world. So it will help throughout these 6 months, and if at any time things are just, you find yourself sort of starting to go down a rabbit hole, make sure to get some quiet time. Take some quiet time if you don't already. Most of you probably do. For me, I have to have it. It works really well for me. I have to have my my Cindy time. It's really important. It's a priority. That's one of my priorities, is my Cindy time. So don't hesitate to continue with this practice. If this is something that you do, take some quiet time. And she's going, shh, you know, quieting your monkey mind from any drama that might be going on in the world, on the world stage. They're saying it's a stage, it's just a show. You know, you can choose to walk out of that movie if it's not fun for you. Cordelia also comes in to say, get outside, spend some time outside. You've been inside too long. That's what she's saying, in this very gentle kind of way. She's like, you've been inside too long. Get outside, get some fresh air. And she's wanting to take you by the hand and just take you outside and get some fresh air where you can breathe. Breathe freely, breathing in life in wonderful ways. Breathing in the ideas of, you know, what you're wanting. Breathing out what you don't want anymore. Exhaling, releasing drama. Releasing any drama energies that you might have gotten sort of tangled up in. Just let it go. Just breathe it out. Getting out in nature will be really good. Quiet time and getting some fresh air. We also get this healthful eating, and also notice that he's outside. So she wants to come back. Yeah, get outside. Maybe play in your garden, go for walks, play outside. And watching what you eat is going to be real important, because, you know, with the next wave, the eclipses are coming. I think there's 3 eclipses this year in the very beginning, I think. It's going to be really helpful for us, especially to watch what we eat. Watch what you eat. You are what you eat. So be mindful. Notice he's eating things, you know, fresh right off the tree. Organic. Right off the tree. It makes a huge difference. Can you feel the light energy of this? Even though, you know, she's kind of front and center. It's like a habit to want to step in and help people, to want to heal. That's what we do, Pisces. You know, we want to heal. But they're saying, and it feels like some of you have an awareness of that. Some of you have practiced walking away from drama. And so really, it's just this really light feeling, this light energy of just reminding you as the world gets a little bit more, especially the media wants to invoke all kinds of fears about what could happen, or, you know, where things are going. You know, just detach from that with love. Like, okay, I can see that that's happening, and I'm going to come over here and prioritize this new world that I'm wanting. Prioritize myself and the world that I want to see, and that's what I'm going to focus on. And by doing that, that's what then creates the miracles that actually start to show up. It's really important. Spiritual understanding, that not getting caught up in trying to heal people who are confused and in drama, but rather, you know, holding the energy of compassion. Love and compassion and the world that you're wanting, and holding that space. An artistic expression, expressing yourself through artistic endeavors. It's fun, because it's fun. It's fun to create beauty, to love what you're doing. Paul the Venetian is all about love. It's about love and compassion and expressing yourself through the arts. Artistic expression will be really good throughout these first 6 months. So prioritizing yourself, getting outside in nature, expressing your artistic prowess. And then we also get St. Nicholas. We get Santa Claus, you guys. Talking about being generous. Generosity. I love this card. Generosity. I have a story about this. I actually have 2 stories that I want to share with you about this. Generosity. So what came to me was a memory of my own personal life experience. Years ago, I was just terrified of getting in the ocean. I just was scared to death of water like that. If I couldn't see what was in that water, it was terrifying. And I found myself on a cruise with about 4 other girlfriends. And we went to Grand Cayman. We went to the Caymans, was one of the stops. And everyone voted, we decided we were going to go snorkeling. Well, that would mean that I would need to get into the ocean or not. And I didn't want to miss it. And what happened pretty quick is that I realized that while I was terrified of water, one of the other girls was also terrified of water. Absolutely the exact same thing that I had. She was scared to death to get into the water. So I decided to turn it around, and I said, you know what? I'm going to help you. I'm going to hold your hand and you're going to be fine. And I took all my energy and I put it towards helping her not be afraid of the water. So that's where my focus was. We started to go into the ocean. I took her hand. I'm like, I got you. It's okay. My focus was on her, not the ocean. Her focus was on me, not the ocean. And both of us, hand in hand, were able to go snorkeling. We saw fish, colorful schools of fish. We saw stingrays, all kinds of really cool things. We weren't even thinking about our fear because I just gave 100% to helping her. And while she was thanking me up and down because she could go snorkeling, I had to thank her too, because by her being so afraid, it gave me an avenue of focus. It gave me something to focus on that would help somebody else in a situation, and both of us benefited. All of us did, because then all of us got to go snorkeling together versus me and her sitting on the beach and missing it. So I love that. I've carried that with me, and I wanted to share it with you guys, because by focusing on being helpful to those in need, it changes everything. It changes everything. The other story I wanted to share with you is just the other day, my son was telling me about a YouTube channel where he does things, he does these generous things for other people, and he gets millions of views, and he's just doing these amazing, you know, what I love about millions of views is that it means 1 million people saw that. That's what's exciting to me about that. 1 million views means 1 million people got to benefit from that content. So what he had done is spent $100,000 on toys and gifts for shelters, for women and children in shelters. And then he went around and took these gifts to these shelters for people. $100,000. With that, he bought TVs, you know, computers, toys, all kinds of stuff for these families that really, you know, that were in poverty and in these shelters. What a beautiful, I mean, it just made me want to cry. And then on top of that, 1 million people saw it and hopefully were inspired by it, and maybe will extend and also then do something. So I wanted to share that story and also offer to us, you know, Pisces, do you want to do something? Let's do something. I mean, I couldn't sleep that night for all the ideas I had in my head about what I could do. I don't have $100,000 at the moment, yet. But I have some, you know. You know, everything's relative. I have more than many people have, so what could I do, right? I was just thinking, like, what could I do? There on that cruise, I was able to hold her hand and help both of us go snorkeling in the Grand Caymans. It was amazing. You know, is there something like that we could do? So post down below. I would love to see what you guys might commit to doing over the next 6 months. At some point, you can do something once or many times, but let's sort of take this on as sort of like a challenge to go, okay, what can we do where we're focusing on, being helpful in a really powerful way where there's a need and we can fill it easily, and enjoy the love and compassion and artistic expression of doing something really creative. I thought about maybe I'll take some toys to a dog rescue or something. I don't know. I would love to hear your ideas. So please do share down below and let's see how many of us can do something really great for others in need. And our final card, here he's back. Go now. Now go. Serapis Bay, right? Spirit saying, okay, now go. Go for it. Go do it. He's coming up also underneath this one, being mindful of what you focus on. I mean, from you hearing those stories, how are you feeling right now? Is your mind going a mile a minute on what you could do? That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping with this reading, is that you're focused on how you can be generous with what you have, that you can give and share it with us, so that everyone can be inspired and come up with some other ideas, and maybe somebody will come up with something that I hadn't thought of, that I love, that I could do, and I'll go do it. So, let's do that. Let's see how this goes the first half of the year. Now go. All right, Pisces, I love you guys. We're going to continue the conversation over on Vimeo. I hope you'll join us. The link is down below. And until next time, take really good care of yourselves. Be mindful of thinking about great things. Share with us what you come up with. And we'll talk to you soon. Mwah.